Here are the 13 signs that your marriage or relationship is over. You marry a person with the hope of living with them forever. You want your partner to be your lifelong companion, but life does not always go as per our expectations. However, there are a few telltale signs your marriage is over. Here are the 13 signs that your marriage or relationship is over. 13. Counseling has become ineffective. Your partner and you had attended counseling sessions previously, tried to reconcile and live together. But the relationship has been breaking up too many times to repair. If you have tried therapies but they prove to be of no use, it's time to rethink your marriage. 12. One partner has already given up. If one of you has already given up on the other, there's nothing the other can do. If your partner refuses to talk through the problems, get therapy, or walks away, and ignores anything you try, it shows that there is no hope in the marriage. Two people make a problem, and it needs two to solve it. 11. Overworking and spending more time on screen. This sign is subjective. If your partner is genuinely burdened with work as their deadline is approaching or their work is usually hectic, then it may not be the sign of a bad marriage. But if the partner is deliberately keeping themselves busy by sitting in front of the computer, or extending their work hours in order to avoid you, then you need to contemplate why this is happening. 10. Financial dealings go awry between you. Previously, you discussed money and handled it together like everything else in your marriage. But if your spouse has suddenly changed passwords, is withdrawing money without informing you, or misappropriating your money, it could reflect their dishonesty towards you and the relationship. 9. Your spouse's absence makes you feel better. The thought of not having to be with your spouse gives you peace, relaxation, and relief. If you wonder how good your life would have been without your spouse, then it is a sharp indicator of the beginning of the end of your union. 8. Secrets come out. If your spouse declares that they are homosexual or is in love with somebody else, there is nothing you can do about it but to move on. Listen to your heart and do what's best for you both. If that calls for an end of this marriage, be brave and do it. 7. Addictions are ruining your life. Addiction to alcohol or drugs will ruin your marriage just like they do any other relationship. If a person is unwilling to change their ways, life becomes hell for their partner with uncertainty, insults and even physical violence becoming a daily routine. 6. You don't have any interest in each other. Not only do you not share anything with your spouse, but you also do not care to know what's happening in their life. This indicates your lack of interest in your partner. The best part about marriage is to have a companion with whom you can talk and listen. When neither of you makes efforts to know about each other, things are going wrong between you. 5. You share nothing anymore. If you are not sharing your feelings, ideas, fears and daily experiences with each other, it means that you don't find each other worthy of having in your life. Communication is imperative to relieve stress and strengthen the bond with your partner. If one spouse refuses to share their emotions or hear the others, it's a clear sign of a split. 4. You no longer get physically intimate. We are not talking only about sex. Relationships strengthen with the soft but reassuring touches like holding hands, hugging each other, cuddling and kissing. These touches help us communicate at a deeper emotional level. When all of it has completely ended, it's not a good sign. It's also a big red flag when one spouse desires sex and the other is rejecting continuously. This can seriously affect the self-esteem of the spouse who is being denied. 2. Infidelity won't end. Cheating can be forgiven once or twice. But for it to happen, the erring partner should sincerely apologize and vow not to stray out of the marriage again. If the spouse is not remorseful of what they did and continues to cheat, then there is no use spending resources on such a relationship. 1. There are loads of negativity. Currently, all your interactions with your spouse are negative, spiteful, and disrespectful. Positive interactions barely happen. You are arguing or quarreling all the time. Built-up toxicity will make your marriage a breeding ground for bitterness. Note that just a couple of signs among these may not necessarily mean that your marriage is breaking. However, if you find multiple signs working against you, then it's time you asked yourself some questions. Also, if you are a victim of domestic violence, then that could be the single reason to raise the red flag. If you like this video, give this a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.